Your zone, our zone. ABS TV in the Carnival Zone.
In the news tonight, 16 bands take to the streets for Juve 2026. Tien Winter and Young Lyrics claim Party Monarch titles. Search continues for missing woman Shanette Jacobs. And families of missing fishermen refuse to give up hope. Those are the headlines. The news in detail starts right now.
The local evening news is brought to you by Nagico, local agents Bryson's Insurance.
Good evening and welcome to this Carnival Monday edition of ABS Evening News. Wherever you're joining us from tonight, thank you for making us part of your holiday evening. I am Jimmy Jeroshe. We're here because 16 bands took part in today's Juve celebrations, with police saying it was largely incident-free. Masqueraders filled the streets of St. John's, continuing a celebration rooted in the freedom that followed emancipation. Our news team was there to capture the sights and sounds. Here's Ursel Charles Jr.
Good morning. It is Juve 2026.
ABS News up close and personal as thousands of masqueraders invaded St. John City in a kaleidoscope of colors. 16 groups of mainly Antiguan, Dominican, and Vincentian heritage, dancing to the pulsating rhythms of soca and calypso. They ranged in size from the very large to include Brewmasters, Caution, and Chatterbox to the intimate Earth People and Hyruna. And the music, an electric mix of live performances and hi-fi bands. Here are some sights and sounds from earlier Monday as we also caught up with some of those enjoying the cool morning on the road.
We're out here putting in the work. Truck after truck after truck after truck.
It's great. It's really good. Chatterbox is generally about Caribbean unity, about bringing the islands together, making sure that we have all of the cultures within the Caribbean represented within the fold of Chatterbox, and it's going well.
For ABS News, I'm Ursel Charles Jr.
Now the race for the 2026 Road March title is heading into its final stage. 3 of the 4 judging opportunities have now passed, with only Tuesday's Parade of the Bands remaining. Ursel Charles Jr. explains how the Road March title is decided.
It isn't just about counting the number of times the song is played. The Road March title, perhaps the most coveted of them all during the carnival season, but there are rules and regulations. The competition is judged on 4 separate occasions: T-shirt mass, the Juve parade, judging of the bands or Monday mass, and parade of the bands, also known as Carnival Tuesday. Now, before you go arguing once the winners are announced, here's what else you need to know. Any song up for consideration must have been registered under its owner's name ahead of the competition. He or she must be the sole and exclusive owner of the copyright of that song. Additionally, the tune must have been released between August 6 of 2025 and July 25 of 2026. Only songs produced during that period will be considered. Now, when it comes to the judging points, only the first song played by the band, hi-fi or steel band, will be judged. If the band comes to a stop in front of the judging point and it plays many of the songs from its repertoire, only the first song to be played will be counted. And to the bands, don't think of playing a song before you get to the judging point, hoping to squeeze it in if the judges hear it. Judges, unfortunately, are not allowed to record a song before it reaches the point of judging. Each of those judging points will be clearly demarcated. Now, according to the Antigua Barbuda Festivals Commission, this year there will only be one Road March winner announced. That winner will receive a cash prize of $5,000. In the event of a tie, each will receive an equal division of the total $5,000. This year, some 19 artists or bands have been registered. And I already have my favorite. Who's yours? For ABS News, I'm Ursel Charles Jr.
Still with Carnival news, because Tien Winter has claimed his 7th INET Party Monarch title in the Jumpy segment. Meanwhile, Young Lyrics has captured his first crown in the Groovy segment. The two were crowned at Carnival City Sunday night. Now, Terry Andrew was there. He has his report.
Tien Winter walked away with another crown in the Jumpy segment of the INET Party Monarch Finals. His tune, Come Alive, stood above his competitors on the night of the show, which earned him a 13th overall title.
Everybody jumping in the stadium, the energy zero. Oh, Lord, they coming. It's madness in the stadium.
Despite being unfavored in the contest, Winter talks about what gave him the edge over the other artists and a $50,000 payday.
It's criteria, and you have to make sure you deliver and fill the criteria. Listen, people think that even if they come and stand up and keep their hands down, I'll find ways to get their hands up. They just got to understand that it's a competition, and once you tick all the boxes, that's just what it is.
The crowd's favorite and first-time competitor Barlow, with his song Bangy Line, brought his energy and excitement to the stage, which was well received by the audience, but he came up short this time around. Second runner-up went to Kid Fresh for his rendition of Dirty Mass. In the Groovy segment, on his third attempt, Young Lyrics captured that elusive crown as he wowed the judges with his performance of Wrap Me Up.
Sun star rising low, the soca party just can't run as long as soca's in a row.
Tien Winter placed first runner-up with his tune No Weapon, and Vicious claimed the second runner-up spot with No Apology. Terry Andrew, ABS News.
In other news, police say the search for missing woman Shanette Jacobs will continue after teams were unable to locate her during an operation today. Police Public Relations Officer Assistant Superintendent Frankie Thomas says the search covered several parts of the eastern side of the island, including areas around Browns Bay and Freetown. The operation included members of the police force, the Antigua and Barbuda Defense Force, Jacobs' family, the Concerned Citizens Group, and other members of the public. Jacobs has been reported missing since July 25 and was last reportedly seen in the Browns Bay and Nonsuch Bay area. She's described as 5 feet 4 inches tall and was last seen wearing a yellow construction helmet, a gray long-sleeved shirt, dark green pants, and gray Converse shoes. Police are urging anyone with information that could help locate her to contact the nearest police station or the Criminal Investigations Department at 462-3913. In the meantime, the families of 3 fishermen missing at sea say they are not giving up hope. Robert Martin, Gregory Crestels, and Claire Foster Jarvis have not been seen since leaving on a fishing trip. ABS's Philana Johnson reports on the family's continuing search and how they're coping with the uncertainty.
Monday marks 2 weeks and 4 days since 3 fishermen, Roland Martin, Gregory Quallis, and Cleo Foster Jarvis, were reported missing at sea. The 3 men were last seen departing Point Wharf aboard the vessel Lady Modessa on July 16. The daughter of Roland Martin, Carisha, says they have been distributing flyers and reaching out to fishermen familiar with the areas they are searching, including Corals Bay and Half Moon Bay.
I am not giving up hope. Something will come up. I'm just keep on praying, and I'm asking each and every one to keep the ears and the eyes out for these 3 fishermen.
Carisha says one of the fishermen was wearing a white shirt while the other 2 men were wearing black and red shirts. She's asking the public to remain vigilant and report anything unusual they may see at sea.
Not sending anyone to dive or anything, but anything that you all can see floating on your all traveling, I just do appreciate you all can reach out to the Coast Guard and give them some more information, which they're still working. Lieutenant Charles and Lieutenant Simon and their team, they're still at it. They're just waiting for any further information so that they can continue their search.
Carisha says the most significant development in the case so far has been the discovery of a bucket found last Monday.
Which I have not seen the bucket, but up on the information from the police at Dockyard, there was a bucket found with IDs and phone and clothes, but they haven't released to no one yet.
As they await further information, Carisha told ABS that the families are drawing strength from one another during this difficult time.
It's hard. That's being together, it's a little better than one-on-one. When we gathered together, we, try to bring up memories from the past and say things to just feel like, to keep hope that they're out there.
Philana Johnson, ABS News.
Meanwhile, fishermen are being urged to carry proper safety and tracking equipment before heading out to sea. Carisha Martin, the daughter of missing fisherman Worrell Martin, made the appeal earlier today. She says the number of fishermen who have gone missing at sea shows why stronger safety measures are needed. Martin believes proper tracking equipment would make it easier for the Coast Guard to determine where a vessel was last located and begin search operations more quickly.
To the Minister of Fisheries and to the Minister, the Prime Minister itself, put down your all foot on these fishermen with getting the proper equipment so they can connect along with Coast Guard. So anything that Coast Guard can know, look, this boat has out of the water, you understand? And it can be reported as soon as possible.
She's also urging fishermen to tell their families exactly where they plan to go before leaving shore.
You all have your families here, out on land, you all are leaving. Please give a proper whereabouts where you are going. Don't tell us, we're going fishing and we cannot identify where you are exactly when. Too many families are losing their loved one at sea, and there is no closure, there is no body, there is nothing for us to settle.
A look at the local news. We'll take a short break here. When we return, Leonard Josiah has your wind and weather forecast. Stay tuned.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
She went to Panama and came back with receipts, literally. And now we have questions. The shopping was jaw-dropping in the best way possible. Clothes, shoes, home goods, building supplies. Prices so low, she couldn't believe it. There was even a free trade zone where business owners can stock up on inventory and supplies. She went a little overboard there, but we can't blame her. But here's the best part. For those of us still here in Antigua, you can ship directly from Panama to Antigua through Vernon G. Edwards Logistics. Shop online out of Panama and get your items delivered. No flight required. Sign up at VGELogisticsNGMT.com. It's a whole new world of shopping.
Welcome to Hadid Dental Clinic, where your oral health and beautiful smile are our top priority. We utilize state-of-the-art technology, like advanced panoramic X-rays, for precise diagnostics. Our experienced team is dedicated to providing comprehensive dental care, from routine checkups and restorative procedures, to enhancing your smile with professional teeth whitening. At Hadid Dental, we embrace innovation, like advanced intraoral scanning for accurate digital impressions, ensuring the highest quality and efficiency in your treatment. Whether it's complex procedures or detailed imaging, our commitment is to your lasting oral health. Hadid Dental Clinic. Your smile, our priority. Visit us today.
From Boosted Seeds, I carry no cash. I tap and pay. I'm done in a flash. Adventure is done. We grab a bite. I tap my card. It feels just right.
We booked our trip and paid with ease. Checked my rewards. Upgrade, yes please.
Paid it online while out with the crew. Tap for drinks. It's easy to do.
They tap, I drive. It's quick, it's clear. No counting cash or waiting here.
I use my card to keep things smooth. And my rewards? Wow, they really move.
ACB Visa Credit Card. My life, my card, my rewards. Get yours today. Terms and conditions apply.
The weather report is brought to you by Leeward Islands Hurricane Protection.
When the skies are clear and the winds are calm, we often forget how unpredictable Mother Nature can be. But when a hurricane strikes, it's the strength of your home that matters most. Whether you are preparing for your first storm or looking to upgrade your current protection, Leeward Islands Hurricane Protection has got you covered. Our expert team handles everything from custom design to professional installation, ensuring your home is as strong as it is beautiful. Call today for a free consultation. Leeward Islands Hurricane Protection, built strong to weather any storm.
Thanks a lot for staying with us. I'm Leonard Josiah with the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. It's time for your weather forecast. I'm going to be starting you off broadly on the Atlantic side of the islands, and we're taking you all the way out to the coast of Africa. Take a look at the main development area. There's nothing at all there for you to worry about. There's a lone tropical wave right there, but the dryness of the conditions in the main development area. Take a look at where we are all the way out to the coast of Africa. You're not seeing any clouds or tropical cyclone formation. Yeah, it's rather dry right there, and El Nino is basically keeping the Atlantic hurricane season in check. Just one tropical wave. Can you imagine that for the month of August? Well, the National Hurricane Center says no tropical cyclone formation is expected within the next 7 days. Closer to home, let's take a look at what we are seeing here. If you're on the outside today, we had generally good conditions. We did not have any significant weather to talk about, but there's a line of clouds just to the east of the island chain. It's a representation of some low-level moisture that is likely to pass over us tonight, but even down south to Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados, generally good conditions. So traveling throughout the Eastern Caribbean should be generally great. So going on into tonight, here's what we can forecast for you going on into tonight. Generally fair to partly cloudy skies. Your overnight lows are likely to dip as low as 25 or 77. There's a moderate chance that you'll see a passing shower in your neck of the woods for Antigua and Barbuda. Winds out of the east at 8 miles an hour. Then wake up tomorrow morning, you will see a sunrise at 5:47 and your sunset, take a look at that time. But we're going to be pairing it closer like this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday, we're looking at a 40% chance of some showers on Tuesday, as I just spoke about, but even less chance of some showers on Wednesday and on Thursday. The better chances of some passing showers will take place on Friday when that weak tropical wave enters the region. The winds are going to be not necessarily on the blustery side either. We're looking at winds between 9 to 12 miles an hour. That is going to be contributing to a slightly warmer temperatures, where your warmer temperatures could reach as high as 34 Celsius or 93 Fahrenheit. And because of the lighter winds, your nighttime temperatures would dip as low as 25 or 77. With the lack of winds, meaning that the seas will respond. So better conditions for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday. Maximum height of your seas will range at just about 3 to 5 feet. There are no advisories, watches, or warnings for the marine context, so you can have gone out bathing for sea bathing and also small craft operators. So
and we say thanks, Lennon, for that. Still ahead in regional news, Cuba is plunged into another nationwide blackout as its energy crisis deepens. We'll have that story after the break.
Reporting live from Caribbean Union Bank's press conference, where bank representatives will address its customers and the media, explaining just how CUB simplifies life through its financing.
Today, my team and I will share with you how CUB's financial solutions
are designed to simplify your life. Now, let's open the floor for any questions that you may have.
How can you help me as a retiree?
That's a good question. We offer customized retirement solutions at competitive rates.
How easy is it for me to switch my mortgage to CUB?
With attractive interest rates and minimal switching fees, CUB makes switching mortgages easy.
Do you offer point-of-sale machines?
Absolutely. All point-of-sale systems can speed up checkout and boost sales.
Those were great questions, and our team is here to further support you. We're Caribbean Union Bank, the bank that cares, and our doors are open to welcome you.
Welcome back. It's now time for regional developments. Well, Cuba has been plunged into another nationwide blackout after the country's power grid failed Sunday. The latest collapse comes as the island continues to struggle with fuel shortages, aging equipment, and a deepening economic crisis. More now from Euronews.
Cuba's power grid failed on Sunday, causing another nationwide blackout as the Caribbean island continues to grapple with critical oil shortages that have spiraled an energy, medical, and economic crisis. Havana's power grid has been suffering due to aging equipment and a U.S. energy embargo that halted regular deliveries of fuel since Washington's stunning military operation in Venezuela in January, where Cuba's oil was imported from. A state energy company said late on Sunday that there was a total disconnection of the national electricity system, plunging the country, including the capital, into abrupt darkness. This is just the latest in a series of total collapses of the electricity grid, as just a day prior, the whole west of the country went dark. The power cuts have made normal life almost impossible, with each outage also meaning that water supplies trickle away and ceiling fans slow to a halt. It's a growing strain for a society used to adversity, but now stuck in a months-long crisis that has no obvious end in sight. The Ministry of Energy said that protocols to reactivate the grid were underway.
It's now time for another break. Still ahead in international news, a deadly migrant rush into the Spanish territory of Ceuta sparks a wider European crisis. We'll have that story after the break.
In the heart of the Eastern Caribbean, where fuel meets innovation, stands West Indies Oil Company Limited. With over 60 years' experience, we are proudly owned and managed by locals, and our profits stay in Antigua and Barbuda to support national development. As leaders in fuel storage and petroleum products, we power businesses and communities with gasoline, ULSD, jet fuel, fuel oil, and LPG. With cutting-edge technology at our core, we ensure efficient and sustainable fuel distribution. From operations at the MBM and Sea Island Jetty to a network of service stations across Antigua and Barbuda and Dominica, our commitment to safety, integrity, reliability, innovation, and excellence drives us. Strength and stability define our people, and the depth of their expertise encourages innovation, problem solving, and above all, competent energy solutions. Visit westindiesoil.com or call 462-0140 to learn more. West Indies Oil Company Limited, where innovative energy solutions count.
Welcome back to the ABS Evening News. It's now time for international developments. Well, at least 88 people have died during a massive rush of migrants into the Spanish territory of Ceuta. The crisis has also triggered tensions across Europe, with leaders now pushing for a coordinated response. Here's more in this Euronews report.
Spanish officials have said at least 88 people died during a massive migrant influx into its autonomous city of Ceuta. Moroccan officials presented their own initial estimate of 11 dead and were working with Spanish authorities to identify the bodies of those recovered on the other side of the border. An estimated 60,000 people rushed the border area, with most voluntarily returning to Morocco within 48 hours as Spanish troops and civil guard units restored order. The unprecedented rush sparked an international crisis, prompting Italy to suspend its Schengen border-free agreement with Spain for 1 month. Facing a coordinated regional response after 22 bloc members demanded urgent action, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez blasted the reaction of European partners as selfish. The European Union will convene an emergency video meeting on Tuesday to draft a unified strategy and prevent further uncontrolled crossings.
It is now time for sports, where the track and field action is about to get underway at the Central American and Caribbean Games. Terry has the latest. Good evening, Terry.
Hey, good evening, Jamie. Good evening to our viewers. Our top story tonight, sprinters Giolina Dowdy and CJ Green are into the finals of the Central America and Caribbean Games happening over there in Santo Domingo. That story and more coming up right here on the ABS Evening Sports.
Lucas said energy, give me energy, recharge me energy, give me energy. Lucas said energy, give me energy.
Before the music drop, before the sunrise, from the first wine to the last lap, Lucozade is bringing the energy all carnival. Every sip, every beat, every move, powered by energy.
Recharge me energy, give me energy. Lucozade energy.
Welcome back. As promised, we begin with athletics. In the absence of the heats, both sprinters, Giolina Dowdy and CAC Games record holder CJ Green are through to the finals of the women's and men's 100 meters. Here's more in this report.
Dowdy, who faced disappointment in Glasgow at the Commonwealth Games, missing out on the final, stride her way into the finals of the CAC Games on Monday. The 20-year-old Dowdy outran the field in the semis in a time of 11.46 seconds to win the semi-final one of the women's 100 meters ahead of Fortaleza Cofield of the Dominican Republic. In the male equivalent, CJ Green was second in semi-final one in a time of 10.34 seconds, far from his 10 seconds flat performance of 2018 that still stands as the game's record at CAC. The Antiguan finished behind Ronald Longa of Colombia, who clocked 10.27 seconds as they both qualified for the finals. Terry Andrew, ABS Sports.
Now to cricket, Abdullah Shafiq's century led the fight back for Pakistan on day 2 of that second test against the West Indies at Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad. Shafiq hit 10 boundaries and 2 sixes in an unbeaten 107 in a 168-run partnership with captain Baba Azam, who struck 10 boundaries and a 6 in an unbeaten 86. Azan Awais scored 55 at the top of the order as Pakistan at stumps on day 2 are 266 for 2, trailing by 78 runs. Jamel Warwick and Shamar Joseph picked up a wicket each. Earlier on day 2, the Windies were bowled out for 344. Justin Graves hit 73 and Roston Trace struck 11 boundaries in 70. Sajid Khan bagged 4 for 85 and 2 wickets apiece for Mohammed Ali, Ali Usman and Ubaid Shah. So Pakistan will resume on day 3 on 266 for 2. More cricketing news here at home, though. Head coach of the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, Paul Nixon, has been talking about the wickets at the Arnos Vale Cricket Stadium in St. Vincent that will play host to the Falcons' matches in the 2026 Caribbean Premier League season. Well, Nixon is planning ahead to use the conditions for his team's advantage.
2 games out there. I think it's going to be slow balls, cutters, good hard length. Wide Yorkers, so people are going to look to put pace on the bat, so it's going to be slightly more of a leg side game for the batters on the slow pitch. So guys have been working on their variations, their leg cutters, trying to take it away from the right hander. Just being smart with the slow balls really and bowling to your field. We're just going to be mindful of all the conditions.
Now, the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons will open their 2026 Caribbean Premier League CPL campaign against the Jamaica Kingsmen on August 7th, then oppose St. Lucia Kings on the 9th of August. Staying with cricket, West Indies legendary fast bowler Sir Andy Roberts visited the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons camp at Liberta on Sunday. Roberts met with the players and the coaching staff preparing for the upcoming Caribbean Premier League season. He made this appeal to the fast bowling unit.
Always aim to be better, not to be just as good. If there's any assistance, any one of the fast bowlers, because I'm not a batsman, but I can teach the batsman how to play fast ball. That's very important. Anyone who needs assistance.
And finally, more cricketing news. The United States' international Bodegom Reddy has been banned from all forms of cricket for 8 years after being found guilty of match fixing. An International Cricket Council ICC Anti-Corruption Tribunal found Reddy breached 3 counts of the sport's anti-corruption code during the Abu Dhabi T10 League in the United Arab Emirates last year. The ICC said the tribunal found Reddy guilty of attempting to fix, contrive, or otherwise influence improperly, or being party to an agreement or effort to fix or contrive in any way or otherwise influence improperly the result, progress, conduct, or other aspect of matches in the Abu Dhabi T10 in 2025. He was found guilty of encouraging another participant to engage in match fixing and obstructing the investigations through deletion of data and messages from a mobile device. That's the sport. Jamie?
Excellent, Terry. I noticed that this morning you were in the thick of the action in the Juve celebrations. Yes, certainly. Well, that's how we wrap up this Carnival Monday edition of the ABS Evening News. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Stay safe and have a good night.
Your zone, our zone, ABS TV, in the Carnival Zone.